Hey, what up? What is? Well, we're going to talk about aliens. Now, don't be embarrassed. I understand. Not many smart people out there. Maybe a handful, 5, 10 of you. But anyway, it's a little embarrassing, but I used to be into aliens and it was a rough time. It wasn't long. It was like a year or two. And I read everything on it. Okay, I was like Wilcox's biggest fan. You know, I'm always the biggest fan. Anyway, now don't worry. Like Mag, Roni, they're people, real people. It's different than like a government thing. Okay. Anyway, so we're gonna talk about it a little bit. They're bringing it on the TV, and I wanted to be an astronaut and a jet pilot, so I could so I could find out the truth. And yeah, they don't have to show much, and yeah, it doesn't. I mean, yeah, there's planes. I think they got some planes or whatever, but it's not how they're showing you. I mean, you're moving really fast. So they show you something like this with the vacuum. Okay, the only time you have something like this is like in a dream. You should be able to tell it's fake. Just look at it. Okay? And no talking or you'll be bounced out. Alrighty. So I wanted to talk a little bit like now anything that's going in aliens, like the lights they give you or the drones, they can target certain individuals with that. But that's, I think for those ones that like they have light shows for them, people who are into aliens. Huh. Anyway, so here's something that's big with them. This is, well, there's David Wilcock. There's Sala, not Sala. It's Sala, Michael Sala. He's the one who introduced Cavasilis, and Cavasilis introduced Passio. They're all watered down shit. Okay, don't let Passio fool you. I don't care what kind of low-level Freemason he said he was. I've seen his arc. Okay, his arc, which is his whole, what he has to offer people for free. And, I mean, we're talking Bashar. Okay, it was bad. Real bad. Alien disclosure. We will see this sign again. This is their space program. These are CIA classified, unclassified material. So if you still believe that the books are real, then you're going to fall for this. And you shouldn't. They're lying to you. Why would they tell you the truth? It doesn't make any sense. Okay, they have no proof. What they have to show you, this like lunar operations, NASA, where they say this is real shit. These pictures are from Gaia, okay? From the Space Alliance. The Corey Goods thing. Do I have the whole thing there? It's called, yeah, I'm sorry. Sphere, Sphere, Sphere Being Alliance. Yeah, Return of the Guardians. Oh yeah. There's a whole bunch of aliens. One of them hangs out. It's like 7 feet tall and it hangs out underwater. One of them, this is bullshit, people. Okay? No doubt. There's no proof. This is not a real picture. They never claimed for it to be a real picture. Now, here it is. You see that? You see that triangle? Now, I've seen that before. I've seen lights, drones, and this. I've seen this before in the sky. So if it's real high, yeah, it could be a jet or It could just be a light. I mean, with a drone, you can make a hologram of anything. Right, and their footage is that's all they have to show you. Okay, so yeah, I want you to, buckle in here, people, because we're gonna go somewhere we shouldn't. Okay? It's a whistleblower. Blow the whistle. Shh, shh. Blow the whistle. Shh, shh. Yeah, that was in my innocent days before I would have ever thought they were talking about a penis. That's right. I am not a pervert, but I am aware that the English language is very perved. Okay, so Emery Smith, I am not proud of this. I donated to. Yes. Are you having a laugh? Are you having a laugh? Are you having a laugh? So, look. Some idiot posted this. Okay? 4 years ago. David Wilcock and Corey Good have brought this. These guys, it's sad. It's very sad what they're doing. And I would say, it shows. Anyone could fall for anything. And yeah, I was thrilled. I got out of aliens before I found Mag, but I mean, it was just like anything else. Whether it's government or politics, it was just like that. I mean, I just made sure I got my hands on any material I possibly could. Like a walking encyclopedia dictionary type thing. And I feel like after doing the video on the meaning of death, I feel like it was all for death.
Hi, my name's Emery Smith. I'm 46 years old. I was in the United States Air Force for 5.5 years, active duty, and reserve for 2 years and inactive for another 2 years. And in and out of different types of projects as a civilian after that because of my clearance and because of the job I held with them and other corporations.
Okay, so I would gather this is, to me, it looks like a mask. But, whatever.
That were funded by the government. I joined the military when I was 18 years old. I was in
so you hear what he's saying,
auxiliary
right?
of the Air Force when I was 13, and also was in Army ROTC before that. I was in the military.
Okay, so it does make sense that a lot of people would fall for this. Oh, Camelot. That's who puts out a lot, too. Camelot projects. All these people should be, in a way, they're culpable, but at the same time, it's just like any other thing that they would put out. It's government backed. It's got the government seal, whether it's NASA or CIA, military, and all government channels, people.
For about 5.5 years active duty. I did another 2.5 years of reserve and then another 2 years of inactive. And that's kind of how I got started with the United States Air Force, and also these compartmentalized projects, moonlighting in the evenings while being active duty.
Now, I don't know about you, but that looks pretty lifeless to me.
That were owned
I'm going to
by
go with
major
maybe
corporations
cartoon.
that were renting and leasing
You can say he's scared,
places on the base
but
to do this type of work.
we know, we're aware, we have the knowledge, we know that it is. We are aware, we have the knowledge that this is not true. Okay, that they will go to a level to tell you a fake person that supposedly is telling on the government when the government's the one giving you the information. Okay, it's a psyop on your brain. They want to see how you're going to react. And if you believe it, yeah, you may get some aliens. And all that will be, I think they can do more. They will do targeted people, especially like if they're, out by themselves somewhere, to see how they respond and if they believe it. I think they will do that, but this isn't what we're talking about here. I mean, this guy, is he reading a script? Because I don't see anything going on there.
DNA along with hybrid DNA from these specimens that they use
Now,
to make pharmaceuticals and to make cures with. And
his
like
big
that.
thing,
There's always a positive and negative. They might make a gun with one thing.
his big thing is that he says that he worked with these. Okay, Scott, Emery. He said his big thing is that he worked with these crafts and it was underground and there was all these levels. And everyone who worked there was kind of like freelancers. And so they didn't really talk to each other. And some ended up on other levels. And he was working with the machine as some type of engineer, psychic, who had empathy. And, are you ready? Just sit down. The machines are alive. Okay, they're real. So they can morph. They may be able to morph. I'm not saying he didn't say they'd morph and disappear, but he say they actually possibly have feelings, and that he was telepathically can communicate with them, and that they were going as far as saying that they were dissecting them, and that almost like the next thing they were going to do was going to be alien rights. Huh?
Everyone, including myself, that we have to.
Okay, now the proof that this is bullshit is me telling you it's bullshit. Okay, aside from the fact that they have no evidence of it, they can't hide because I've already been there. I read it, and mainly when you go into someone, or like Tsarion, Tsarion, Tsarion. This guy was another douchebag. And he plays also the one-eyed guy for Alex Jones. And he, with the false history. So they make it out like they're so smart because they have compiled thousands and thousands of pieces of paper. So then I go in and I read and go into their thousands and thousands of pages and their thousands and thousands or hundreds of hours, and then it's over. And then I'm aware it's bullshit. Okay? That's what I did. A big old waste of time. All right, let's listen to Emery. Oh, wrong way.
A civilized, opinion or perspective, and say, okay, we're not being like we were, 10, 20, 30 years ago. We're not fighting anymore. We're not chopping each other's heads off. We're not fighting for gas, coal, and oil, And once people come together, and it might take some horrible natural disaster, as President Ronald Reagan once said.
Oh, are you going to do the alien thing after you've killed almost all the people?
If we were attacked by an outside extraterrestrial threat, that all of our indifferences here on the planet would just fade away because we'd all have to work together against a common threat.
Right. This program is so deep, people. Like, they have the nerve. They have the nerve to go further. And you hold the programmers culpable for brainwashing the people when they could have done the exact opposite. You see what I'm saying? Like, the whole transformation. When I learned about the whole transformation, I had no idea about the transgender agenda. Okay, I was very late to the party on that. So, the transformation and the light body, I think, goes hand in hand with the vaccine. And this thing about bringing people together in the false light and them losing their body and the whole chakra bullshit and penile stuff. You know, it's all a matter of them controlling your brain. And the meditation and any of the, again, we're back to these gatherings where they're going to, watch light shows. Look at him. Okay. And Corey Good. So I think we may, Corey Good, he spells it Goode, and his Guardian of the Galaxy, Guardians of the Galaxy, and his Fear of Being Alliance, and his David Wilcock, and Scott Emery here, they have a lot. And it's deeper than that. Even David Wilcock, they got with Law of One. And also, he's the one who exposed that the tomb with the pyramid underneath. I don't know if it's going to be Moses or Jesus and him. You got that whole reincarnation issue with Casey, Edgar Casey, and Wilcock. I mean, it's a whole rabbit hole. But they're not going to leave any of this shit out. Don't be surprised on any of it. So, yeah, I'm pretty surprised what's happening, but at the same time, not really. I just wanted to show you some of these douchebags. Here's Corey Good. That same blank stare. This one and is being taken in the middle of the night and underground, and again with these aliens and these levels of aliens, and depending on how we think will affect their future. There's that time travel in there. It's unbelievable. It really is. And it's so unbelievable that's why people end up listening to it, because it's entertaining, the entertainment value. Like, this bitch is supposed to be the head of, like, the underground, I guess it was like the fourth dimension or something to the sixth. They have all their dimensions, and they're disappearing because of what we're doing. And they have this, like, tablet with alternate history. There's your Wilcock, who plays a huge role. I don't know if he's going to be the the Jesus role, or the what is it, your devil or whatever, who shows up as a good guy. This one, man, if I had to make I'd pin it on them any day of the week. Ah, wow. And then now here's Caesarian. Don't tell me that's not the one-eyed guy. You know who I'm talking about, with the patch, who works with Alex Jones, and he works with those guys that were starting to mess with not PJ Harvey. It was she's the one, get a gun. No, it was PJ something or another. Alex Jones, his cronies, his agents. There is the one eye, right, with the patch. That's hilarious. Okay, Tessarian, I guess you're a guy. Yeah, they just put that hand in front. We believe you. Camelot, Project Camelot. That one brings all the stuff on YouTube. These people are just evil. They're complete liars. They don't believe it. Okay, yeah. Like, and then what, they had some more. They started their Mount Shasta thing and destroying the illusion. And then there was that one girl. Huh? Her name was not George Kavaslis, not that jerk. The other one, her name was something, Greek. And it's like, yeah, so you can go there and what? You're going to meet them. And then what? And then they had this one lady who was, like, supposedly in the mountains. I want to find her and put her on the BAM, because I could have sworn I went back and she was not in the mountains. Okay? She wasn't there. You start seeing, the green screen. It's bullshit. They say they're there and they're not. But she may have been there. No one was watching her. Huh. But she was someone. She was someone important. This whole shebang. I'm going to find her.